Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Can you guys see me okay? I look a little tired, don't I? It's weird lighting in here. It makes me look all weird. Let me see if I can get some better lighting going so you guys can see me in all my glory. I really need to invest in one of those little internet light things or whatever that's called. I don't know what it's called. There we go. That's better. Now you guys can see me. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. The internet looks good so far. Hello, hello. My internet's been off and on, kind of slow. Hi, Leanne. Hi, Carla. Hi, Olga. Hello, hello. All right. Looks like you guys can see us okay. I hear you, Charlotte. Okay, good, good, good. Hi, hello, everybody. Hi, Cecilia. All right. Well, welcome for joining another angel card session. For people who are new to this, what I do is I'm a channeler, but during the angel card sessions, I really just channel my intuition. So it's not a one-on-one direct telephone line to spirit. For that, I need to raise my vibration a little bit higher. But my intuition is a connection to the energies, the spirits out there. It's just not to such a degree or such a detailed connection that I can hear names, although sometimes they do come up. So I don't know. Sometimes they do really get details. I don't know. But I just kind of go with what I feel and I go with what I see. And I ask spirit to pick out a card for you. And I wait till a card jumps out. And then I tell you what I feel on an intuitive level as well. Okay. I try to do that here for everyone at least once a month. If you enjoy these and you really want to have a better shot at getting a message personally, then know that you can join my Patreon group. There's a lot of Patreon members on here for only €3 a month, and there are massive amounts of channeled posts on there and all kinds of guided meditations and things like that. Now, I didn't yet get to post this week's message, but I'm working on it. I've kind of been distracted with lots of neighbors coming over. I had my little kitty cat was stuck all the way up on the hanger, and she'd been up there for 4 days. And the whole street has been trying to get her down, but none of our ladders were long enough. So today we finally found somebody who had a long enough ladder, and she was rescued. So I lost a lot of time conversating with my neighbors and trying to rescue a cat and just a lot of other stuff. But this week's post, I'm going to try and do it tomorrow. If not, then it'll be on Monday. But this week's post is all about the moon. And I've already channeled a bit. About half of the post is channeled, but then I got interrupted. And it's not what I thought it was. I'm not going to give you any spoilers, but it is absolutely, the moon is not what we think it is. And there's a lot of theories out there, but what I'm receiving is a whole other ballgame. So if you're curious about what the moon is, how it influences us, because apparently it has a massive influence on our vibration, on our frequency, on our consciousness. It is intentional. There's a whole scenario going on behind it. And I'm kind of in awe about it all. So if you're interested, don't be afraid to check out my Patreon posts. Jesus also comes once a month and shares his wisdom and knowledge and encouragement and love with us. And I have to say, it's been brilliant. I mean, the information that's coming through is even kind of blowing me away. So, the energies are shifting. To me, it feels really amazing. I don't know how you guys are experiencing that. I know there's a lot of Patreon members on here that can testify to the strength and the force of these messages. And, for all of you who do not want to sign up for Patreon, that's okay. I've been thinking of maybe putting all of these posts into a book somehow. I have to look somebody to help me out with that because I'm not a great writer. Or at least I'm good at channeling and writing word for word what I'm receiving, but to put it all together so it kind of makes one good read instead of all separate posts. I might need to find somebody who can do that and make the transitions from one post into the next post. But that's an idea I'm playing with, and that way, because I have over 190 channeled posts now over everything, spiritual meanings of diseases, transgender, spiritual perspectives, abortion. I mean, it's really about everything. It's about whatever's going on in the world today, conspiracy theories that are cleared up. It really is a little bit of everything. ET information, the origin of humans, where do we come from? Jesus explains the origin of Adam and Eve and what is the real truth behind the whole Adam and Eve story. Where do we come from? How were we developed? And so on and so forth. What's the real history? You can find it all on my Patreon page. A lot of people think that I've disappeared. I have not. I've just simply not posted anything on social media, video-wise, because it simply just gets censored, and I just get threats that my channel will be closed and canceled. So therefore, I decided to no longer kind of participate on all those bullying tactics. So I started my own Patreon account a few years ago, and I've been developing that more and more. So if you do want to know the truth about you, about humanity, about our history, the distortions, about everything, then go check out my Patreon page. You have access to all the posts that have already been posted. And there's new posts coming every week, unless I have a little bit of a downer moment or I don't feel good. But overall, I try to create a new post every week. I also do a live angel card session like I'm going to do today every week for Patreon members. And therefore, the group is a little bit smaller. So a lot of members get almost every week a message. Okay. All right. We're going to get started. And I'm just going to randomly pick out a name. I mean, it's not random. I kind of go over it and I just kind of see what highlights. Somebody says, I miss seeing Gerald in the videos. Gerald and I, when we watch like a movie, you should hear us. We crack ourselves up. The comments that we have a lot of comments on movies. Gerald's been saying we should record ourselves while we're watching the movie and how we're experiencing it. Yeah, you guys would probably laugh your ass off. We're so funny in that way. I can't connect on Patreon, although I pay for it. The best solution, either you contact Patreon help, and if they cannot help you, I would cancel your account. Or ask me to see if I can cancel it somehow. I don't know if I even can. There's a lot of stuff I can't control on Patreon, especially when it comes to payments. But maybe I can contact them and then ask them to cancel, and then you can re-sign up. I have had a lot of people who had problems, and then when they just cancel and they sign back in with a new subscription, then there's the problems disappear. All right. Who are we? Who are we being drawn to? Who is it? Who is it? Olga. Let's do Olga. Olga, ready. All right, let's see what we have for Olga. Which one are we going for? I have 3 packs of cards. I have The Universe Has Your Back, Oracles of the Fairies, and Gateway of Light activation. So which one? Okay, the fairy one is what they're saying. All right, Olga, let's see what their message is for you today. You know, nothing is perfect, including Patreon, but it's the only place that I've managed, because I had a Rumble account too, and then friends decided to block Rumble. So now I can't access my thing. People tell me to get a VPN. I'm not very tech savvy, so I will have to figure that out, how to do that. I have no idea. If things get too complicated, I tend to just step away. All right, Olga. Wish wisely. Wish wisely. That's what came out for you. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. Olga, what am I getting for you? Recreation is the word that's coming to my head. It's almost like transformation. It's like you really kind of fed up with everything. It's like you're fed up with the things that you're doing, but you're doing it because it's, you know, in some way or form, it helps you to survive in this world. But it's like you really have ambitions or ideas or dreams that you want to see come into fruition, where you would move into a place, a state, a job maybe, where you would get excited, where you would feel like you're actually of purpose, that you know you're actually doing something that you enjoy, doing something that brings you energy instead of draining the living daylights out of you. So I feel like there's this pull, this need to change certain things in your life, this need to transform certain aspects of your life, and you already know what direction you want to go into, but you simply can't find the courage, the fearlessness to push through and uh, get the steps done, to move into action. Your fears, your insecurities, just kind of your overall vibration of blahness, really kind of holds you. It's like postpones your dreams to come into fruition. I don't know if that makes any sense, but they're kind of saying, be careful of what you wish for. That's what the card says, wish wisely, but it's really about be careful of the energy that you're sending out, because despite the fact that you want the change, you're sending out the opposite energy. You're sending out blocking, um, um, disconnecting energy to the dream. So it's really about releasing the old, getting excited about the new, and not allowing yourself or anyone else convince you that you cannot do what you're meant to do. So be mindful of your energy that you send out. Be mindful of the energy of your thoughts, the energy of your feelings. And if you can turn those around and align them with the frequency of the experiences you want to manifest and create, then nothing can stop you to really bring that into fruition and manifest that into your reality. All right. So that is the message I get for you, Olga. All right. Hope that helps. Let me know if it rings any bells or if it doesn't. Mystic autism. Mystic autism. All right. Thank you for that donation. Which one are we going for? Which one? Oh, I'm going for the blue one. All right. These are new cards. Oop. So they're kind of sticky. I have to break them in still. These were gifts from my followers, and I'm so grateful for them, because I wanted to buy them, but they were a little pricey. I never said anything. I just told myself, you know what? If the universe wants me to have new cards, somehow they will show up. And then during Christmas, I got 2 packs gifted to me without me ever mentioning anything to anyone. Isn't that cool? If you just send it out, send the request and release, it'll happen. You know, you just give it to the universe. The universe will take care of it. You have to have that belief system that the universe has your back. All right. Whoopah. There it goes. Mystic autism. Ooh, you got two. Look at that. I'm still getting to know these cards. They're so beautiful. So you have Stargate Heart. I don't know if you can, if my thing will zoom in, but they're really kind of cool. And you have the Akashic. I never know how to pronounce that damn word. Akashic, Akaic, whatever. Stargate. Just a bunch of labels. Don't really matter as long as you know what it is, right? Okay. Stargate Heart. It says you have to open the chakra, unlocking and generosity are your words. And then the other Stargate, align with purpose, crossroads, no wrong path. So these cards don't really have a whole little text. It's just words. So let's see what I'm getting for you. For some reason, I keep getting drawn to this. You kind of see a little castle over there, and it looks like it's surrounded by water. You know what it reminds me of? Mont Saint Michel. I don't know if you guys know that one. But Mont Saint Michel is a castle in the middle of the North Sea here. It's about an hour from my home, and it's the most beautiful thing you'll ever see. And it's ancient, but it's amazing. That's what it makes me think. There's something about castles and magic, and what am I getting for you? It sounds like continue to believe in the magic. You're being surrounded by souls who count on you to have the capability to look beyond what you can see. Okay, people in some way or form depend on you. People in some way or form. It's almost like you're this pillar that everybody leans on. It. Everybody looks for support. You're a beam of light. You're the stable pillar that holds things together, but at the same time, that is very challenging. And that can take a lot of energy out of you. And it really kind of challenges you in every shape or form, emotionally, spiritually, just kind of energetically. It really challenges you in every way or form. And this kind of picture, you know how you got, it's almost like different mirrors. Again, looks like a window of a castle, but you know, it's reminding me of mirrors, and it's almost like you have to unlock the wisdom that's inside of you. You're still the reason. Okay, the reason why things are tough, the reason why you do struggle a lot with being the pillar, with being the one who seems to have to figure everything out and guide everything in the right direction. The reason it's so exhausting for you and so challenging for you is because you're still approaching your daily life with a very human approach. Okay, you need to switch your perspective in life and really approach your daily life, your daily experience from a spiritual perspective while you're in the human form. Okay, that can be a little bit challenging, but when we start to see things from a different perspective, we're no longer seeing, feeling kind of victimized by the situation. We're no longer feeling the very human blah of the challenges, but we're simply looking at every challenge as a puzzle. And if you can find the answer to the puzzle, you win this magical golden star that's lifting you up spiritually, that's showing you just how powerful you are. You have to see every challenge as a way for your soul to prove to you just how powerful you are. So if you could find the puzzle piece that finishes the puzzle, then you've just moved up spiritually. So it's about seeing life and the daily challenges from a different angle, a higher perspective. What am I learning here? What am I being asked to experience here, and why am I experiencing that? When we start to see clarity in the struggles, then they no longer become struggles, but they become victories. Okay. And that's really what they're showing. You have to look at life from a magical perspective. Create your own kingdom. Your reality is different than other people, but it's your own kingdom, and you're the queen or the king, depending um, on your energy. I'm a female and a female. I'm a female, but I have a lot of male energy. But let's not go into all of that female and binary. I don't get any of that stuff. It's either male or female in my book. But okay, you can, feel what you want and identify with what you want. But everybody has the right to identify. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, it's so confusing to me right now. But I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what I'm getting. Look at your reality as this is your kingdom and you're the one in charge. And so you get to choose to look at things from a more higher perspective, the challenges, the good times, the bad times. So therefore, your daily effort to fulfilling your purpose will no longer be a burden, but it'll be a blessing, because you will understand and see that every challenge is actually a way for you to see your true nature, to see your strength, to see your ascension happening right in front of you. And I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm getting. Hope that makes some sense. Sometimes I just go blah, blah, blah. She says she sees what I'm saying. All right, cool. All right. April. Hi, honey. Thank you for the donation, by the way. Really appreciate it. Let's get you a card. Which one we're going for? We're going for this one. April. Hey, Amy. Aw. Oopa. Here it goes. Look at that. Beautiful. Isn't that a beautiful card? It reads, the more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I become, or I am. What am I getting for you, April? I just feel it's almost like you're confused. Like I feel confusion inside. It's like you're kind of like, I've done all this work and I do all of this and I do all of that, and you don't really see that much change or that much transformation happening. And you have your moments where you're like, all right, this is good. You have your moments, but overall you get discouraged because you don't really see the result of the enormous amount of work and healing that you've done, if that makes sense. And what I'm feeling is that they're kind of saying, like, it's time to stop working at it, and it's really just invest time and energy into knowing, into those feelings of it is, that's how it is. I don't need to analyze it, I don't need to observe it, I don't need to understand it. I am just making it a part of my belief system that whatever it is that makes you feel good, whatever it is that gives you hope, that gives you a feeling of comfort and love and connection, that is the way that it is. I don't need the validations. I don't need to understand everything in detail in order to validate that belief system. I simply choose to believe that that is how it is. I choose to feel that deep inside of my heart as a knowing that cannot be changed. And therefore, you kind of get liberated from the constant pressure that you place upon yourself to do the work, I mean, eventually, it just becomes work, 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 which doesn't really get to anywhere because we constantly are in a state of frequency of work. So we're just creating and manifesting more work. Sometimes, there comes a time where you have gained all the knowledge that you need and you just have to surrender that that's how it is. I don't need to understand everything in this universe. I don't need to understand every single thing that people talk about. I simply need to take what makes me feel good, what gives me hope and feelings of love and connectivity in in my reality, and just simply work on tapping into those beliefs on an emotional level, feeling them, knowing them, that is just how it is, and surrendering to that knowing. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's kind of what I'm getting for you. It's got this kind of I don't know what that's called in English. One of those little birdies. Um, in Dutch, we call those a colibris. But I don't know what you guys call them. And they just have faith. Do you know what I'm saying? Hummingbirds. Is that it? Yes, hummingbirds. Right? Birds. They are not worried whether the branch that they're sitting on is going to hold them up or if it's going to break. And why are they not worried? Because they believe 100% in their abilities to sustain themselves, to save themselves, to they just believe that their wings will always catch them, their own wings, their own themselves will always be there for themselves, to make sure that they're okay. That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. The bird doesn't have to work at making sure that his wings work. It just knows that it's going to work because that's just how it is. It just has 100% pure, unfeathering faith in what it believes, and therefore it becomes fearless. All right. Does that kind of make sense? And that's really kind of the message that I feel they're trying to reveal to you. All right. I hope that helps. All right. Let's see. Maureen Chan. Maureen Chan wants a card for her son, Alex. All right. Alex, let's go with this one. This one feels right. Maureen Chan. This is for Alex. When it comes to life, you just have to love yourself the way that you want to love yourself. Like I said, with the whole gender thing, you do what you need to do. That is absolutely fine. Just don't force other people to think a certain way. Allow every single person to think in their own unique way and to be their own unique self, and find acceptance and love for that. That's what I was trying to say before. But right now, I feel like society is trying to force everyone to think a certain thing or believe a certain thing, or there's so much manipulation. I mean, the manipulations have skyrocketed and doubled, even tripled, I think. But I think it's all part of that big plan, because all of that manipulation needs to be seen and felt so we can then change and move into a more loving, accepting, compassionate future. Maureen, this is for your son. Alex. Flourish. The lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. Maureen, Alex wants to quit school early, and everybody around him just doesn't think it's a great idea. And why? Because everybody who feels that, okay, well, this might not be a smart idea for you. You need to have your degree, you need to have a college degree and a university degree, and who knows. Those are all indoctrinations. 90% of people with high diplomas have no jobs. Keep that in mind, all right? It's not because you have a degree that you're guaranteed a job. That's just not how the world works anymore. Maybe a long time ago, but that's not how it works. What gets you abundance is passion, inspiration, willpower, drive. That's what gets you where you want to go. Not a piece of paper that says, now you can do this. All right. So whoever is projecting upon Alex, and this might not be what you want to hear, but this is what I'm getting. Whoever is projecting their insecurities upon Alex, understand that they're your insecurities. They're not Alex's insecurities. Alex, to me, feels like a very strong-minded, creative kid, young man who has a dream, who has drive, who really wants to explore the world in his own way. His soul is very adventurous, and his soul is also here to show the world that fearlessness is what gets you places. But that comes with exploration. That comes with going on his own adventure, trying different things, succeeding and failing and succeeding and failing. And through that method of life, truly getting a larger understanding, a more in-depth understanding of who he is. And that is part of his soul. That the fear that's being flung at him is not his fear, but it's everybody else's fear. All right. Why? Because we have been indoctrinated, we have been manipulated, brainwashed to believe that we have to spend millions of dollars on education, or you can't make it, you can't be successful. But anybody can be successful. A cleaning lady, a person who makes hamburgers. You can be great at your job, and that makes you successful if you enjoy the job. There are people who love, being a teller, or or who work in the store, and they love it. They love the interaction. They love people. Why is that less successful than a doctor or a lawyer or whatever? Success is determined by doing what you love and doing things that really spark your day. That is success. And it's not a diploma that'll create that success. That'll create that success. It's following your own intuition, following your own inner guidance. And that is what Alex is asking. Allow me to create my own experience. No matter how it turns out, I am responsible for my experience. Okay? That's how it is. And maybe you can tell them that. Look, you do what you need to do. Follow your heart, but know that this is your life, your creation, and your every action has a reaction. So make sure that you make choices based on love, based on high excitement, based on inspiration and positive vibration. So therefore you can attract and experience abundance, success, and connection, but they're kind of saying, allow him to flourish in his own way. All right, allow him to flourish in his own way. It says here, it's through experience. It's through experience that he will shed light on the unclear areas of his life. He cannot determine who he wants to be, what mark he wants to leave behind, unless he's allowed to have the freedom to explore himself and place himself in situations that are unfamiliar to him. right? So find support and love for his decisions and know that his spiritual team is always there with him, is always going to guide him, and is always going to support him in whatever way or form his soul chose to be supported. So allow him to have his experiences. There you go. I hope that helps. All right, Cecilia. Cecilia Hook. Hook Middlecope. All right. Cecilia, which one are we going for? What are we going for? This one. Hey guys. I hope that helps for Alex. Oh, hi, Cecilia. My ET cats. Oh, Cassie, yes. I remember Susan. Yeah, her ET cat. Susan and I had an animal communication session. That was an interesting session. I have never had a cat that was observing energies and transferring information to ETs. That was a mind blown thing. You have a special cat, Susan. I don't think I'll ever forget that session. Sessions come and go in my head, but that was a very unique one. I was like, wow, cool cat. All right, Cecilia. Need a card for Cecilia, please. Whoopa. There it went. Here. Oh, we got two. Look at that. This is what we got. Look, that's the sign of Eric. Ooh, Eric's in the house. I always trust the direction of the universe and know I am being guided. And there is a stream of love supporting your dreams. Whoop, whoop. That's definitely Eric. These cards are so pretty. They're all like different. I like that. You know, they're not all in the same style. They're just different kinds of cards, but they're all from the same deck. Cecilia, you really want to move, relocate, recreate life a bit, redesign it, really kind of reinvent yourself and the family and all of that. It just kind of feels like it's all about transformation, reinvention, and really feeling more comfortable. It's like you're seeking peace and more higher vibrational place to live in order to support your gifts, your abilities, your peace, your, being more centered, being more connected to earth. I feel like you want to be surrounded by nature, by beauty. And so there's a need, a desire to sell your home and just kind of really move into a new location, relocation. And, it seems very, very clearly looking at these cards and just kind of what I feel, it's like, you got this. This is going to happen. Okay. But you just simply have to just flow with it. The universe is going to tell you when it's the right time. And it's when everything's going to be done for in the place that you're living in right now, and the house is sold and everything's, that'll all happen at a divine timing, because there is a stream of love supporting your dreams. It's being supported. It's not, they're not in a state of resistance. They're not saying don't do it. They're not saying this might not be the right for you. They're saying, yes, this is good. This is what you need to do. It's being infused with love. It's being infused with excitement. And therefore it is in the making. It is happening as we speak. All you need to do is just wait for the right time to really kind of go on that new trip, go on that new bus, if that makes sense. It says always trust the direction of the universe and know that you're being guided. That's what I'm saying. It's about understanding that divine timing. The universe is doing it, and it's going to happen. And I know I know the feeling of waiting and going, oh, when is this going to happen? I want to go already. I want to start. I get that feeling. Okay. I was there too when I wanted to move to America, and then I wanted to move to France. And it drives you absolutely bonkers because you're so ready to go. But the universe is like, a little bit longer, a little bit longer, a little bit longer. Hold on, almost there, almost there. And just know and know in your heart that there's a reason why something has to happen at a certain time and space. Okay. And just trust that it's going to be the perfect time that is going to offer you the perfect opportunity and the perfect energy to allow things to go as smooth as possible. But it's definitely happening. All right. It is happening. There we go. I hope that helps. Yes, and we want to be self-supporting. Join the club. That's what I recommend everybody to do. Become as independent as possible. So we are no longer dependent on a system that does not have our best interest at heart. All right. Here we go. Sylvia. Hello, my love. Sylvia. All right. Let's get you a card. Card. Which one are we going for? This one. All right. Susan says, amen. Yeah. Oh, well, that went fast. Sylvia, this one popped up real quickly. Real quickly. Music. Listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music that you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. What am I getting? It's almost like Nikki and Alex are kind of recommending doing musical therapy. Okay. Because you have moments where you're okay. As long as you're busy and you're distracted, you're okay. But then there's moments where you kind of crash and burn. So you do have these, and that's normal, right? You have these ups and down moments. And sometimes you feel like, what the hell am I supposed to do? Where the hell am I supposed to go? But they're kind of recommending allowing music at least once a day, having like a musical session with yourself, whether it's listening to for example, singing bowls, Buddhist singing bowls, or humming from Buddhist. They like to do that. I used to love that stuff because I remember when I was in Plum Village, they would just go, there was something, and then they had these singing bowls, and it was just awesome stuff because those vibrations, it's almost like they make your body vibrate, and it just sparks ideas and sparks visions and sparks all kinds of information coming in. So they really want you to either go to a person who does it right there live, who does music therapy, with singing bowls, or have yourself a half hour or an hour where you just kind of close your eyes, you put your earphones on, and you just kind of allow yourself to drift away on that kind of music. But it's necessary in your process of healing, of releasing, of moving forward, because music is a energetic wave. Those are kind of the sounds, they go through everything that is you. Okay, they not only affect your vibration of your soul, of your energy field, but they also release tension, blockages, stress, grief inside your body. Because musical waves go straight through. You don't need surgery. They don't need to open it up and then do some music. It actually vibrates through every cell, every organ, every vein, every blood cell. It goes straight through and clears certain things. So for some reason, that is what they want you to kind of focus on, and making it a new routine to do that on a daily basis. And they just want to tell you that that's going to make you feel amazing. It's going to make you feel lighter. It's going to make you feel less sad. And it's really going to help with the healing process emotionally, energetically, and spiritually and physically. So it's a really powerful tool to change your vibration, move you up to a 5-dimensional plane, and therefore getting a better connection with your sons. Right now, there's too much stuff blocking that communication. Therefore, clearance needs to be done so they can then have a better communication and kind of a reconnection with you without you needing anyone to do that for you. All right. Here we go. Hope that helps. Oh, you're welcome, Olga. Thank you for the donation. Patty M. Let's see, Patty. What are your gifts? Let's see. Which one are we going for? This one. Well, let's see. Hello. You're welcome, Sylvia. I hope that helps, honey. They love you so much. You know that, right? They're just blowing kisses. Your son, I don't know who it is, one or the other. One of your sons keeps singing a tune, and it's going. So there you go. That's his little musical therapy for you. All right. That's what I keep hearing. It's kind of fun. The fun. It's almost like, it almost feels like it's like a tune that it's kind of whimsical. That's what it feels like. Like he's like, lighten up. I'm more fun. It's kind of what it feels like. Patty. Mario. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know what it is. It sounds whimsical, like a little child song or a kid's song or something. Patty, need a card for Patty. They're thinking, Patty. There it goes. They're thinking. Let's see. Oh, cool. This is the card that came out. Isn't that a cool card? Look at that. It says, Crown Chakra Upgrade, Divine Connection, Holy Experience, Miraculous Energy. Wow. So it looks to me, I don't know if you can see it very well, but there's like these columns, and it's making me think of Harry Potter. Do you know when Harry died? Do you remember that scene in Harry Dies? And he sees Dumbledore in this very bright space in heaven? That's what it reminds me of. There's something about placing yourself, your consciousness into that white room. Let's see if I can get more clarity on that. So what they're showing me is that, your connection is occurring through visualizations, all right? And it's like you need to practice your visualizations, because you tend to go too much in the mind, just thinking. And you need to use your creative visualization skills. Now, it's not about thought. It's not about analyzing things. It's not about comprehending your abilities understanding your abilities on an intellectual level. That's not how you operate. That's not how you connect, but that's how you are connecting right now. You're making it an intellectual thing, and it's not, right? Spirit communication is never an intellectual thing, ever. It is an intuitive thing. It is a visual thing. It is feelings. It is emotions. It is visualizations, but it's never something that can be understood. Okay, it is simply something that can be experienced. Does that make sense? And they're kind of showing me that your connection lies in the visual cortex for you. Okay, it lies in the ability to place your consciousness in a higher frequency, in a higher location, by visualizing yourself there. All right. So it might sound all kind of weird and woo woo, but that's what they're showing me. And it reminds me of Gerald's abilities. Okay. Gerald, he doesn't understand half of the stuff he does. He doesn't understand, some stuff that I try to explain, he doesn't understand. But he has a knowing, and he has this kind of untampered with connection through his visualizations. And so that's what he does when he does healing. He closes his eyes, goes into a meditative state, and simply visualizes himself being in a self-created room full of light, full of love, full of energetic beings. And through that, placing his consciousness into this kind of self-made dimensional frequency, he can he receives tons of information and can do incredible healing experiences for people. Okay, you're very similar. You have to use your visualization skills and maybe master them, heighten them, make them bigger, practice them, okay? Because you've kind of unlearned how to use your visualization creativity, okay? Because you've learned how to use your analytical mind. You have to get rid of the analytical mind, move into a self-made, higher frequency by visualizing yourself in heaven, in a location that is in the higher frequency, and then you will receive the information that you're seeking. It's going to take some time, it's going to take some practice, but if you it's not about understanding, but if you can tap into emotionally the concept of visualization and what it feels like to be in that room in the higher frequency, when you can really tap into and resonate with that, then the informations will come freely, unfiltered, and with ease. Hope that helps. Samantha R. Cecilia says, thank you, dear Emanuelle. I just needed to hear that. Thank you for all you do. I'm so grateful. Oh, I love you too, honey. I really, really do. Hi, Lauren. Oops, there it goes. I have two. This is for Samantha. I have this one. What does it say? Venusian Galactic Council. Very cool. This is how I see my angels. Just light beings like that. Very bright. And you have the central sun. Not cool. Look at that. Very cool. All right, let's see. Venusian Galactic Council. Star being guides, answer the call, time to shine. And the central sun, abundance downloads, regeneration, and success. Samantha, you've lost your mom just recently, and the message that I'm getting from her is that it's almost like, well, one, she loves you. She's going to reach out and, make her presence better known once she gets the hang of things, right? That's what it says, answer the call. It's time to shine. But she's being guided at this moment. So just give her a little bit of time and a little bit of space to be able to figure things out again. Okay. But she's also talking about, it's like create a different perspective on the transitioning that she's made. There's no loss, there's no separation, but see it as a success story. She has mastered her experience here. Your mom has graduated and had every experience she intended to have, and therefore it was time for her to go home because there was nothing new for her to be experienced. And she didn't leave you, and she never will. But it's really about changing perspective so you can then move into a frequency that's going to really lead you to success and really lead you to abundance, because it's like in some way or form you depended on her to make you feel good. You depended on her to make you feel secure in your decision making. So I don't know if you guys talked a lot or if there was a lot of excuse me. Hold on. Tickle. I don't know if you depended on her whenever you needed to make a decision. And now you're worried that, you won't have. So, hello. You won't have her input anymore. And therefore, you worry about future decision making and things like that. But she's going to make you, she's going to make sure that you hear her advice, that you hear her guidance. So don't worry about that. Look at it from a different angle and focus on your success. Do not let her transitioning force you to kind of take a step back in the evolution that you're going through and the expansion that you're going through. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's kind of the message that I'm getting from her, okay? I hope that helps. I hate it when that happens. All right, let's see. Hello. Cindy B. All right. Cindy. Let's go for this one. Cindy. Hello. Oh, I feel like we need another one. Wish Wisely jumped out. Oh, here's the other one. So we got Wish Wisely and Fairy Spotting. There we go. Wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. In fairy spotting, it is time to go fairy spotting. It is said that seeing is believing, but in fact, the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. What am I getting for you? Cindy B. It's like you're trying really hard to become the manifester of your journey. You understand it. You understand the principle. You have everything down on an intellectual level, but where you struggle with is the emotional center. Your heart chakra is blocked up because of past experiences. They're kind of making me feel like there's residual energy that lingers on in this heart space. So either you were heartbroken at one time, or people have broken your heart, or people have broken your trust at one point in your journey. But I feel like there's this blockage emotion wise into the heart chakra that prevents you from truly feeling the things you want to manifest. All right. I don't know if that makes any sense. But it's like what you need to do is really kind of go into the heart space and ask your team to show you what blockage it is. Maybe it's an event, maybe it's someone who said something to you, maybe it's someone who deeply hurt you, maybe it's an event that deeply hurt you and you felt disappointed within yourself. Whatever it is, it is preventing you from truly feeling what you believe to be true. And as long as this and this is not in sync, then manifestations aren't going to show up. Okay, you have to not only visualize what you want, but you also have to feel it. And if the feeling center is blocked through old energies that you're holding on to that are lowering the vibration and in a way blocking up the center, then it's really hard to kind of bring that into fruition. So the fairy spotting card is all about believing, you know, believe in your powers to remove old energies, believe in your powers to release whatever it is that's blocking you, and understand that with the wish wisely card that the energies that you're holding on to would always color infuse your experiences. So cleanse your energy a little bit more, and then try to feel the alignment with feeling what you want to experience, feeling what you want to attract. Does that kind of make sense? Because I do feel like you really want to move into a spiritual future, to maybe even a spiritual job or a spiritual practice, but you're not. You're understanding it, you know what you want, but you're not feeling it because this isn't allowing you to. Okay? Hope that helps. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Chelsea Thomas. All right. Thank you for the donations, guys. That really helps. Chelsea. Do we go for this one? No. Whoop. Well, that was fast. Look, it's the same one. The same one we had last time. Eric is really messing with us. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free that I become. I feel like we need another one, though. Cindy says that makes so much sense. Oh, thank God. I'm glad it makes sense, because sometimes I'm like, ooh. Sometimes I don't understand myself what I say. Whoop! There it goes. And let's see. There's the second one. When I lean towards love, I am led. No, it's kind of funny. They kind of match. Look, here's the moon, and then here are the stars. It's almost like, he's flying in the middle of the night. It's kind of cool. Chelsea, what am I? When I lean towards love, I am led, and the more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. For some reason, what is it? It almost feels like you have these feelings of being trapped or maybe imprisoned, or maybe you're in a situation that you want to get out of and you just feel like you don't know how to get out of it, or there's no way that you can get out. For some reason, I feel being trapped. And just not seeing a way out. I don't know if that resonates with you, but and they're kind of saying, the reason you feel trapped is because you're allowing your outside world to drive your actions, your feelings, and your thoughts. right? Um, and what you need to do is allow your inside world to drive your actions, your words, your feelings, your thoughts, your energy, right? So you need to really shift things around. Your outside world is simply a projection of your inside world. And if we live in a state of fear, if we live in a state of where we choose to feel disconnected, we choose to not see the love around us, even if we're in a prickly situation, um, there's always love around us, whether it's through animals or nature or other people or friends or, you know, what we focus on, we experience and we attract and create. So you need to somehow, in order to feel liberated, and it might just be the world, feeling trapped in a world that sucks, whatever it may be. I just feel like you have this trapped feeling that you can't get out of. Hi, Pam. And it's like the only way you can get untrapped is by starting to create your reality from within instead of allowing the outside reality to create the reality within. I don't know if I'm making any sense, right? Right now, you're looking at the outside world, and that is affecting and deciding what you feel on the inside. Basically, what you need to do is shift that around, put your focus and your energy in feeling great on the inside, which will then project itself and mirror back on the outside and change your experience. All right, which will lead to feeling not trapped, which will lead to feeling being free in the creation of your reality, despite of what else is going on in the world. It doesn't need to impact how you choose to experience the same reality. Does that kind of make sense? And that's really what it is. When I lean towards love, I'm led. Focus on inner love. Focus on mirroring back, allowing your reality to be mirrored from the love that is within, from the fearlessness that's in, from the faith that's within. Okay, I don't know if I'm making any sense, but that's kind of what I'm getting. Change from where you create. Don't let the outside world create your inside, but let the inside create your outside. All right. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but that's kind of what I'm getting. Hope that helps. Here we go. All right. Lauren liked you. Lauren, I had a reading from you a few years ago and still hold the messages close. Love and appreciate you. Oh, that's great. I love you too. Let's get you a card. Okay, which one are we going for? Boop, 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 boop. I feel like I need to go with this one. All right. Whoop. Well, that went fast. Higher heart activation. I feel like we need another one. Hold on. Oh, I feel like we need one of these. Let's get you two different ones. Lauren. Papa. There it went. Okay, so you have higher heart activation. Isn't that a cool? It looks like the Stargate. Very cool. And then you have when I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. Look at that. There we go. Lauren, what am I getting for you? These like two owls connected. Higher heart activation says, dropping shields, divine love, your heart is healed. I keep getting drawn to this. Right? It's like this couple. It's like you're seeking. It's like you're seeking a soulmate, or you're seeking that connection with somebody on a deep spiritual level. And it's not like you don't have relationships or friendships and family members that you can talk to and all of that. but it's almost like you don't really have someone that truly and deeply understands your perspective on life and on this universe and how it operates. You're kind of missing that soulmate connection with someone that you can just be completely open and free, and you can say anything and no judgment or kind of a weird look will ever flow from that. And it's almost like you're seeking that, but they're showing me that your heart needs to be healed. It's like you really have a hard time trusting people. You really have a hard time letting people in. And so you need to kind of drop the shields. That's what it says. You need to have a heart activation. So it needs to be like restarting. You need to put some electricity in there. And you need to drop your shields of self protection so you can allow a new soul to be sent to you, to be drawn to you, that will really give you that feeling of connectivity, of not being alone in the journey, of having someone that you can, that understands how you experience this world and that can help and guide you to maybe get different perspectives or just get love on that deep spiritual level, to support you in whatever way or form you need supporting with. So that's what I'm getting. Let go of your protective shields. Sometimes, we just need to trust that every relationship has meaning, that every relationship has purpose, even if sometimes it hurts us or it doesn't always work out the way we had planned. It is okay. People come and go into your reality. You can always, you continue to love them, even if you can continue to love them, even if things don't always work out the way you planned. Then every relationship is priceless, and every relationship is necessary in some way or form. Therefore, there cannot be failure in relationships. There can only be experiences to be had, to be exchanged, that will lead to expansion and a fuller understanding of oneself. All right. So that is what I'm getting for you, my love. I hope that helps. Bonjour, Philippe. It's been a while. All right. Let's get you some guidance. Let's see, left. Which one? Which one? This one. Aw. All right. Card for Philippe. Lauren says, spot on. Needed to hear that. Thank you so much. You are welcome, honey. Thank you for confirming. Oh my God, Emma. My hands are giving up. They're big cards. They're not that simple to hold. Philip. Whoop, there it goes. My faith has the power. What does it say? My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. Look at that. There it is. What am I getting for you? I keep being drawn to the roots of that tree. See that tree? These roots are like being highlighted. What am I getting for you? It's almost like, your life is this kind of ongoing continuation of hurdles. Once you've done one hurdle, another hurdle comes, and then another hurdle, and then another hurdle. And you keep overcoming them, and you keep learning from them, and you keep growing from them. But you're kind of tired of the constant problem solving, the constant hurdles, the constant um, question marks. It's like nothing in life ever is clear for you. It's always, okay, now what? Now what? And now what? There's always this this ongoing quest to understand every hurdle that comes in, right? Like you're constantly trying to figure out. And the problem is that when we're constantly in that state of acknowledging the hurdles and only seeing them as problems that need to be solved, then you're constantly going to have a negative feeling about it. You're constantly going to have attach a lower vibration to it, therefore making life one big struggle, making it feel like life is one big struggle because it's just you're attaching negative, lower vibrational, emotional responses, frequencies, energies to the challenges that you see as challenges in this journey. And all you want to experience is some peace and quiet, is some balance, is some happiness. But you have to understand that you make the happiness. As Jesus just recently said in one of my Patreon posts, life is meaningless. It is you that gives meaning to it. Okay? It is you that gives meaning to life. That's what you're here to do. So it's about changing the emotional response and the perspective on the hurdles. Instead of seeing everything as a hurdle, as a problem that needs to be solved, try and see everything as an opportunity to highlight your abilities to process things, to heal things, to overcome things, to transcend things. So you try and see everything as a puzzle, and you have to put the puzzle together to understand and to feel the expansion, right? So don't see the puzzle as a challenging, destructive thing, but see it as once the puzzle fits, then I can see the reward that's attached to it. So I don't know if I'm making any sense, but that's kind of what it is. My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing. What they're talking about is if you choose to change your perspective on what you consider traumatic or or challenging, and you see it as exciting and expansive, then trauma turns into healing, suffering turns into joy, and lack, or the feeling of lack, turns into abundance. Because that's how you designed your life to be. You are a very ambitious soul who wanted to learn as much as it could about itself, or experience as much. It's not really learning because you know everything on an intellectual level, but experience as much aspects of himself as he could in one lifetime, in order to skyrocket its frequency and to no longer have to kind of reincarnate into the lower physical frequencies, and then be able to reincarnate in a more higher frequency. That's kind of the feelings that I'm getting. And I don't know if I'm making any sense in that aspect. But again, it's about changing. Don't see hurdles. Don't choose to feel disappointment and struggle. Choose to feel opportunities to prove to yourself just how strong you are, to prove to yourself and to show yourself, this is an ability that I have that I didn't know yet until this came in. And this is a quality of myself I didn't know I had until this came in. Try and see it from that perspective, and life becomes beautiful. There you go. Philip says, makes total sense. So helpful, 100%. All right, cool. Score. All right. Let's see. Who else? Hi, everybody. It's Emma's husband, Gerald. Oh, hi, Gerald. You're using my account? How are you doing that? Anyway. Hi, Pam. Did you want a card, Pam? Let me know. I'll get you one. Pamela. Pamela Rodnight. Let me know if you want a card. All right. Let's do Pam. My sweet sugar mama. It's been a while. Let's see. We all get busy in life. But we still love each other. All right. Which one am I going for? Pam, Pam, Pam. This one. Pam. Let's go with this one. Let's see. Whoop-a. I love you too. Whoop. There it goes. I feel like I need another one. You have Stargate Heart. I feel like I need another one. No way. That's cool. We just had these two with another person as well, and they again jumped out together. Look at that. So you have Stargate Heart and a cake Stargate. Let's see. They don't really say much. They just say words, but then I'll go in what I'm feeling. So Stargate Heart says heart chakra opening, unlocking, and generosity. And then the other one says aligned with purpose, crossroads. There is no wrong path. What am I getting? What am I getting? I'm being drawn to the rainbow that's in here. I'm being drawn to rainbow. It's almost like the rainbow is guiding you somewhere. It's leading you somewhere. It's leading you to the palace. It's leading you to, it's almost like a forbidden city. This is what it kind of looks like, this forbidden city behind this kind of, it reminds me a little bit of Lord of the Rings, behind that door of Moria. Did you guys know that movie? Then they want to enter it, but they have to speak the magic word. And it's almost like this rainbow is guiding you to that kind of secret magical place that lays beyond these doors, beyond these gates, these stargates. It just kind of feels to me, Pamela, that whatever it is that you're focusing on right now, it's really kind of aligned with your purpose. It really is something that you feel passionate about, and also something that you truly and deeply understand and can help people with. And it's like this kind of new focus is regained. It's almost like it's giving you this feeling of excitement again. It's giving you this feeling of renewal again. Um, it's leading you to really and truly deeply experiencing a part of the spiritual world of the multi-dimensional universe that you have not yet tapped into. And it's almost like through the experiences, you will tap into a frequency that has been unfamiliar until now. Okay, they're talking about the Stargate Heart. So it says the word is unlocking, and that's what I feel like with new experiences, with this new it's kind of like a new focus, or this kind of new path that you're taking. It's really going to unlock a different ability that still goes into connecting to spirit, but in kind of a different way and in kind of a different dimension. All right. So it's just going to unlock more of your potential, more of your abilities to channel and receive information through the connection to the human heart. I don't know if I'm making any sense. But that's kind of what I'm feeling. The rainbow is guiding you to a new part of the universe, a dimension you have not yet tapped into. And it's because of the new excitement. It's because of the new purpose, the new project, the new focus that you're developing or that you've already developed, whatever it may be. It is unlocking a connection much more intense and much more deeper than ever before. All right. I don't know if that makes any sense. So that's what I'm getting. Hope it helps. Give everybody my love. All right. Let's see. Let's see who else. Do. Pamela says, you got it. It's about the book. Perfect. Oh, you're writing a book. That's cool. I need somebody to help me write my book. Any candidates, let me know. Who else are we being drawn to? Mary B. Right. Mary B. Right. She's been off lately. Okay, let's see what we can find. Let's see. Hartford. Ooh. Well, that one went down, didn't it? Ooh. I got two. We got two. Jumped out pretty quickly. We have flourish and purity. All right. Flourish, the lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. And then purity, always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answers to your questions. All right, Mary B. Okay. Good job, honey. Thanks, hon. Oh, my husband cracks me up. What am I getting for you? It's these feelings of insecurities that I'm picking up on. It's like you really don't have any confidence within yourself. You really struggle to see your beauty, to see your power, to see your magnificence, your divinity. I feel like you're always comparing yourself to others. You're always comparing your journey to others. And in a way, kind of self sabotaging yourself by self victimization. And they're saying, you really need to let go of the self criticism in order to flourish into the world, because it is you and only you that is blocking your expansion, that is blocking your joy. Really work on becoming more mindful, taking more me time, and it's about really developing some what do you call that? Okay, come up with a word right now. Oh, I can see Bruce Lee in my head because he's all about that. It's really about devoting time, focus, energy on your own healing, on your own, on releasing false beliefs about yourself, because what you believe about yourself is simply not true. It is based on insecurities that were placed upon you when you were a child, is what they're showing me. So it's really the insecurities that you feel about yourself belong to the projection of the insecurities of others. Others were insecure, others didn't feel good, others were fearful, and therefore they projected their fear, their insecurities upon you by maybe being mean or bullying you or whatever it may be. They made you feel uncomfortable, but you have to acknowledge, you have to really kind of go back to those moments and start looking at it from a different angle, so you can start to see that those feelings never belonged to you in the first place. They were printed, they were imprinted, they were infused into your mind, but they were simply a projection of their own insecurities that they released upon you and you accepted as being true. All right. And it's like you have to go back to the purity of who you are. You have to let go of all the beliefs, let go of everything. It's like start with a clean slate. Let go of all the beliefs that you have and redesign your beliefs based on spiritual truth. And what is the truth? You are a divine, immortal, fearless being that is God, and God is you. Therefore, the divinity is already a given. All you now need to do is align with it and allow that divinity to shine into this world, so therefore people can see your light and you can truly feel and be the person you were meant to be. Does that make sense? Mary B says, yes, from childhood, hard to get rid of. If my mother is putting her stress on me now. Yes, well, you really have to do self-discipline. That's the word. Thank you, Bruce Lee. I'm going to send Bruce Lee over to help you and assist you to to help you to get the self-discipline that you need in order to distance yourself from emotionally and energetically, from people who are not assisting you in a way that you should be assisted in, and to help you find the courage and the truth to become your truest, purest self in order for you to flourish into this lifetime. Okay, so look for clearing methods, whether it is through hypnosis, whether it is through energy healing, whether it is through mindfulness exercises, meditation. Really do the work, because you're not meant to just survive this experience. You are meant to shine and to allow the world to see your beautiful light and beautiful heart, because you have a golden heart and have so much compassion, even for those who don't deserve your love. All right? Do it. Bruce Lee's got your back. All right? He might keep you up, though, because he's kind of a let's go, work, work, work. Good luck with him. All right, let's see. Who else is jumping out? La la la. Oh, have fun. Susan's got to go to work. Sarah Lars. Let's see. What's the message for you? Which one are we going for, Sarah? This one. Oh, did you see how fast that went? Bloop, it just flipped through. There's one. I feel like we need another one. Oh, nope. I don't feel it. Sarah. Whoopa. Oh, wait, you get. Let's see. All right, you have this one. Joy is the ultimate creator. And then you have my vibes speak louder than my words. All right. Let's see. What am I getting for you? It almost feels like you're looking for love outside of yourself in order to make you feel whole, in order to make you feel good, in order to make you feel like your life is worth being observed, being it's worth something if somebody else is observing it with you, if somebody else is witnessing your life. It's almost like you feel like if there's nobody there to share it with, then there's no point to it. Right? And that's incorrect. That is incorrect. Why? Because your journey is always witnessed, it's always registered by a council that and I'm not talking about your spiritual team because they witness it as well, but the council is always observing every minute of your creation, so you always have a witness. Therefore it is priceless because it is information and experiences that then the entire universe can tap into and experience through you in order for them to get a better understanding of themselves as well. All right. So, in order to attract relationships, friendships, romantic relationships, whatever it is that you're seeking, you have to first understand that it starts with loving yourself first, finding joy and completion within, and understanding that once we have balanced ourselves and we feel whole just by being on our own, being joyful just by being able to experience whatever it is we're experiencing on our own, then those vibrations will truly, in a way, attract or create a relationship or a friendship or whatever it is you're seeking that's going to align with that peace, with that love, with that joy, and therefore create a beautiful experience without it being based on expectations, demands, or limiting feelings, beliefs, or thoughts. Does that kind of make sense? It's almost like the universe doesn't allow anyone to kind of move into your frequency until you have mastered self-love, until you have mastered being okay and seeing the worth and value in your own um, presence, in your own life, in your own essence, your beingness, um, just on your own, not needing another party to validate your worth, your presence, your beauty, your joy, your love. Does that kind of make sense? So that's what I'm getting. I keep seeing these butterflies. It almost looks like this is kind of a shape of a person, and the heart is the butterfly. You have to truly see the beauty of oneself and how perfect you are, that you really don't need another entity to create perfection, that you already are the perfection, but that it would be great to share that perfection with someone else. There you go. Hope that helps. Let's see. Mary says, thanks. I love Bruce. Hard to separate and not hurt them. Yeah. It's difficult, but it can be done. Are you picking out your seeds? Yep. R. Briscoe. R. Briscoe. Okay. Let's get a card. Which one? This one. R. Briscoe. Whoop. Whoop. There it goes. We got two. We got magical blessings and new beginnings. There we go. Magical blessings. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. And new beginnings. This fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. R. Briscoe, what am I getting for you? I keep being drawn to these kind of these pigeons. I don't know if you can see it, but kind of looking at each other, having this deep stare in each other's eyes. That's kind of what I'm being highlighted on this picture. Um, it almost feels to me like maybe there's a project or you're thinking about creating something together with another person, but it's almost like either you don't want, how would I say what I'm feeling? It's like either you don't know if you can trust a person or you don't know if it's going to ruin a beautiful relationship. I don't know. It just feels to me like you have this intention to create something new, and you have either you feel like you need to work together with someone in order, or with a company, or with another entity in order to bring it into fruition because you feel like you can't do it on your own, or maybe you're requesting consciously or unconsciously the support of another in order for you to really go ahead and take the steps, right? But basically what they're kind of saying is understand that you're being supported on a spiritual level. This is a good thing. Whatever it is you're trying to create, or whatever it is that you're working towards, or that you would like to work towards, it is being supported, it is being applauded, and therefore the right assistance. Trust what you feel, because it's like your team is saying trust us, to give you the feeling that if you want to work with someone, or if you feel like you need to work with someone, that the right person will be sent to you, or you will get the validation on an emotional level that it is the right decision. All right. So it's about trusting your spiritual team to help and guide you in making the decisions when it comes to this new project that you really want to move into, because it is applauded and it is recommended for you. All right. Don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what I'm getting. And if it doesn't resonate right away, it might be something for your near future, something that'll fall into your lap, an opportunity. But if it happens, know that they got your back and it's going to happen. Our Briscoe says, I am trying to decide. I have bad feelings about the person and was doubting my feelings. Okay. Well, don't doubt your feelings. That's what the message is here, right? They said, we've got your back. We will send you the feelings that are going to guide you, whether or not it's the right fit for you. That's kind of what they said, right? So if you're having a bad feeling, don't doubt it. Then that's your answer right there. That's what they said. Trust us to guide you, that whoever you're trying to work with is either a fit or it doesn't fit. So if the feeling is then the answer is so simple as that. There you go. Glad I could help. All right, Nadia. Hi, Nadia. Nadia Dusselberg, or Dusselbeck. I don't know how you say it. Which one? Which one are we going for? Which one? This one. Oh, thanks, Patsy. You're welcome. Oop, well, that. I keep getting the same cards. Oh, no. Wait. Hold on. It is the same cards. Hold on. I gotta get these cards a little bit looser because they are too stiff and they're sticking together. They need to be used. That's what it is. They're too new. All right. They're like ballet shoes. You gotta like crack them and get them all flexible before you can use them. I did 10 years of ballet. I remember every time I got new shoes, I had to like strip them and crack them. And they would look like shit after the first day because I had got them all dirty and loose and koozy. All right, let's try again. Oh, Oof. And it's the same card that came out. I thought I was going to get a different one, but I'm getting the same one again. All right, let's see if we get another one. Oh, there it is. Which one is it? All right, so you also have my vibes speak louder than my words. There's that one. And you also have when I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. There you go. Nadia, what am I getting for you? So Nadia, it almost feels like your creative sense, your inspiration, your creative connection to God's source is a little bit overshadowed by the energies on the collective scale, right? Basically, the world is kind of lowering your vibration and therefore is blocking the creative the creativity to develop, to show itself, to present itself to you. Right. So what they're talking about is vibes and staying in your joyful presence. They're just simply talking about disconnect from the world and reconnect to the spirit world. The world around you that you're allowing its energies to kind of negatively influence your creative connection is not your reality. It doesn't have to be. Okay. It is a choice. You get to choose what your reality feels like and looks like. So, what they're saying is simplify again, disconnect from the distractions of the world outside of you, and simply move inwards again in order to tap into the immense potential, the unlimited possibilities and worlds that you can on a intuitive note, on an intuitive way, connect to. Does that kind of make sense? It's like learn to refocus. You've been distracted. They're saying start to focus again on the things that bring you joy. Focus again on the beauty that surrounds you. Focus again on the on your heart, on your but your people that inspire you, things that inspire you. It's about really choosing with intention, with clarity on where you put your focus on in order to bring you back into a joyful, balanced state, and therefore allow the creative juices to flow again. Does that kind of make sense? She says, yep, resonates. All right, cool. Cool. Glad I can help. All right. Alexander Martea. Thank you for that donation. That helps. Helps us create what we need to create here. Alexander, let's get you a card. Which one? Which one? Which one? This one. Alexander. You're welcome, Nadia. Big kiss. Alexander Martea. I don't know if I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I apologize. Oopa. Hope. Hope. Alexander. Hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. Alexander. I feel disappointment. It's almost like you're disappointed in someone or something. Maybe a job, maybe you're disappointed in a boss, maybe you're disappointed in a person. But I almost feel like you tend to feel like you're not being appreciated, or you're not being truly seen, that you're experiencing as if the world or the people or whatever is just seeing you as a number, and that you're not important. Um, it just feels like there's a little bit of hopelessness in your heart. You just kind of like, doesn't matter what I do or try, no matter how hard I do my best, it's not being appreciated. They're not seeing the amounts of effort I put into something, or the amounts of time and energy that I try in order to do the right thing, in order to, um, you know, create something better or achieve a certain goal. It's like no matter how much you invest, you don't seem to be getting anything back from it energetically, and that's making you kind of lose hope, and sort of kind of brings you down. I don't know if that's making any sense, but yeah, that's kind of, and they're kind of saying, it's like, don't let the outside world define you. You're the only person who's allowed to define you. You're the only person who gets a say in your worth, in your value, in how you choose to experience this reality, you know? And, I'm being drawn to this rose. She's holding this rose here, and you have to be able to see yourself as that perfect rose, regardless of what the outside world, and you have to be able to see yourself as that perfect rose, regardless of what the outside world sees. Does that kind of make sense? Like, you have to see the perfection that you are. And when you do, then the outside world will see that as well. Right now, you're allowing the outside world or outside people to determine who you are or how you see yourself, right? You have to see yourself because you're just, I feel like there's so much potential in you, but you're allowing an incorrect self-image to take you away from the potential that you have. And the incorrect self-image is coming from, it's a reflection of um, others, of maybe a job you don't really fit into, but you do it anyway. I don't know if that makes any sense. But they're saying install hope and see the beauty, see the world with optimistic expectations, because any negative situation could be turned into a positive one. Does that kind of make sense? So it's really about understanding that you're in control of your reality. And as long as you see yourself for who you are and what you are, beautiful, compassionate, loving, hardworking, driven, spiritually connected, because I do feel like you have massive intuitive connection, but you're not trusting it. There's so much more about yourself that you haven't even tapped into because you're too focused on how others make you feel or how certain situations make you feel. All right. So go into a situation of hope, positive expectations, and reinforcement of the self. And then you'll see that anything is possible and everything can be achieved. Okay. I hope that helps. All right. Oh, thank you, R. Briscoe. Thank you. Let's see. I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to do a group card. All right. Let's see. Who's popping up? Who's popping up? Soul sister. Soul sister. Soul sister. Okay. I don't know what your name is, but Soul sister. Which cards are we going for? These. Okay. We are going for these. Oop. Whoopah. Did you see that one? That one flew. Ooh, that's a cool card. It's called Angelic Frequency. There we go. Let's see. Angels are here. You are safe. Potent connection. Soul sister. Don't dance. Sister, I'll just do it just to annoy you, Gerald. Okay, what am I getting for soul sister? I feel like you're going through this awakening. I feel like you're going through this awakening and it's kind of scary and you don't know really how to handle it or how to deal with it. I just feel like you're waking up, the door is opened, and now you're like, holy shit, now what? That's kind of what it feels like, you know, and they're saying, don't let the awakening process overwhelm you with a feeling of, oh, now I need to do something with this. You know, it's almost like, how would I say it? It's almost like now that the awakening has commenced or started, you now feel this pressure. It's almost like you're putting pressure upon yourself. Now I got to do something with this. And the pressure is leading to stress and is leading to insecurities and is leading to kind of like, oh crap, what do I do now? This kind of anxiety almost, because you don't know how to deal with it, how to process it, how to, you know, what to do with it. Like, and they're kind of saying, chillax. They're kind of saying, calm down, breathe. Okay. You don't need to figure everything out in a year. You have your whole life to figure things out. So it's about learning to flow at your own rhythm, learning to flow at your own pace. Okay. It's really about understanding that you're being guided in this process of awakening, and that the more you surrender to what is, the more you just kind of get in that little canoe and allow the river to guide you to the experiences that you need in order to fully benefit from the awakening process and the abilities that it comes with. Um, uh, Everything is going to happen and be revealed when it's the right time, and you're going to align with it when it's the right time. Really trust in the natural flow, the natural current of your awakening process. Don't try to force things. Don't try to go upstream to try and get there faster. The more you go into that kind of distressed energy, the more you're going to make the awakening process uncomfortable. All right. The more you go in a state of resistance, the more you force yourself to follow very human ego driven expectations. Now that you're like, oh, now that I got this, now I got to do something with that. We're putting expectations that are ego driven. The more you're going to be uncomfortable during the journey. So make it easy on yourself. Allow yourself to go at your own flow. Allow yourself to move at the pace that is the most comfortable for you, and just allow things to be revealed to you. Acknowledge them, confirm them, feel them, allow yourself to truly align with them. And then you'll see that this whole awakening process and the awakening of your spiritual abilities will go smoothly, with ease, and effortlessly. All right. But it's almost like you're in this kind of stressy, panicky kind of mode, because now you feel like now you need to prove something, now you need to do something, now you need to accomplish something, and you're just putting pressure upon yourself while it is not necessary. All right. So, soul sister, that is the message for you today, and I hope That helps. Alexander says, good evening. Thank you so much. My question actually was, I have to decide to invest in crypto trading. What is the possible outcome if I decide to invest? I'm trying to think what your card was again, because it's already left my head. Oh, you're welcome, soul sister. When it comes to crypto, I always get to stay away from it from my team. So, trying to remember what your card was. I don't remember. I will have to look at it and maybe give you an answer writtenly. That's how fast information comes in and out. But overall, when it comes to crypto, I don't know, cryptocurrency, I don't know much about that world, but the overall feeling I've always gotten from spirit was to stay away from it. But I would say do what your heart tells you, do you trust your intuition, not your fear. You have to let go of any fear before you can allow your intuition to give you the right answer. If you're fearful, if you're afraid of making a mistake, then you're always going to allow fear to send you the wrong answer. Your description is very accurate. I've lost hope a bit, but it's very deep in my heart. Okay. So, but that's, when it comes to crypto stuff, my feeling always says stay away. But yeah, need to work on that. What is your Patreon account? It is www.patreon.com/Emanuelle McIntosh. That's how you find it. And it's in the comment section or the info section below the video as well. Oh, I'm Connie and you're awesome. And so are you, soul sister. You're awesome too. Okay, let's do one more for the group, for everyone. Which one are we going for, peoples? Peoples, we're going for this one. All right. Spirit wants this one. We'll go for this one. Group card for everyone. What does the universe want you to know? I learned so much from you. Oh, well, I learned from spirit. I just allow spirit to talk through me. So, but I'm glad it's helping, and I'm glad I can be of service. That's what I'm here for. Whoopa. This card has been popping up a lot, hasn't it? Align with purpose, crossroads, there is no wrong path to take. Basically, the message here from the universe is, make your own path. All right. We are always so worried that we're off track, or we're not following our destiny, or we're people have this understanding that we have everything is predetermined, and if we don't follow what is predetermined, then we're doing a bad job and we're not going to succeed in life or whatever. And it's incorrect. There is no wrong path. Like I said before, Jesus said life is meaningless. It is you that gives meaning to life. All right. Yes, before you come into this incarnation, you have certain intentions. Your higher soul is guiding you. But you know what? As long as you follow your highest excitement, as long as you focus on staying balanced, on staying in a space of hope and joy and faith, as long as you follow what excites you, what inspires you, what brings you joy, as long as you follow your feelings, okay? As long as you make every decision with this and not this, okay? This is the decision maker. Does it feel right? Yes or no? Okay? Let go of fear. Go into a neutral state. You can do that through meditation, and then ask your question. Once you're in a neutral state, ask yourself the question. Or you can ask yourself, if you have a problem, just pretend that the problem is somebody else's, and just say, my friend John wants to know if this is the right decision, yes or no. And then when you disconnect from it emotionally, from the problem, then your intuition will be able to give you the right answer. Okay. Your feelings will be easier to be recognized and spotted, and will be fearless because you will believe, you will turn off your human ego and disconnect from the possible outcome and simply focus on the true answer. All right. So make your decision here. Once this decision is made, then you use this to start the process. Okay, now that I know what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my brain, my intellect, to decide how I get there or how I move forward. And you still have to use your intuition at the same time, but this is never a decision making tool. I never make a decision with my intellect and my logical thinking. Ever, 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 ever. I never have, and I never will. Ever since I was a kid, I was impulsive. People said, well, I wasn't impulsive. I simply responded to what I felt. And it's always been the right track, and it's always been experiences that I needed to have in order to get where I needed to go. Whether they were comfortable or uncomfortable is not even important. What is important is that I needed certain things, certain experiences in order to move into the frequency that I am now. All right. So that's the message here. There is no wrong path. Align with purpose. What does that mean? Align with purpose. Align with the guidance that talks to you through your heart chakra. All right. And once you do that, there's nothing you will encounter that is not going to be beneficial to you in any way or form. You cannot waste time. You cannot make a wrong decision. You can simply create and attract experiences. And whether those experiences are positive or negative really is determined by you and the frequency you choose to reside in when taking actions, when reacting, when making decisions. The frequency you choose to reside in is going to reflect back to you through the outside experiences that'll come to you and that'll come into your path. So if you are having negative after negative after negative experience, stop the cycle by going inwards and looking for the reason why all of these negative things keep reappearing. What am I not seeing within that I need to change? Release, heal, let go. What is it that I'm holding on to that keeps influencing my tomorrow? And my saying is, as it states on my website, I live by this rule. What I do today influences my tomorrow. What I do today creates my tomorrow. And this is as far as I go. I have dreams and I have intentions for the future, but I do not think of that every day. I send it out into the universe and I let it go. And I simply live in the moment because that is what I was taught. That is what I feel is the only solution, is simply focus on what you can do today to find joy, to find balance, to feel good about your experience, and understanding that if you can find joy today, then that positive vibration will create your tomorrow, and so on and so forth. And then when tomorrow comes, you do the same thing. And then you can only attract frequencies and experiences that are aligned with that joy frequency. Okay. Does that kind of make sense? And if you do go down, it's okay. Don't be so cruel, right? Be kind to yourself and allow yourself to have that very human ego moment, but don't get stuck in it. All right. Clear the clutter, start over, create your own belief system, create your own reality, because guess what? You have the right to do that. That is why you came down here to. Despite the collective creation, you can infiltrate and infuse the collective negative energies with your hopeful, loving, faithful, always positive vibration, and therefore change the world. All right. Boom. That's what I want to tell you. That's what the universe has for you. And I love you. And I want to thank everybody for the donations that are being sent to us, because it really helps us create this kind of magical place that we want to create. Every little bit helps. And I just want to say until next time, I love you. And Go check out my Patreon page. It's amazing, and I can't wait to share this whole all about the moon post because it is mind blowing. All right, I love you guys. Big kiss. Until next time.